So hey guys, how's it going on? Welcome back to a brand new episode on the channel. So today in this episode we are going to learn how to integrate mailing service into our Node.js and Expressjs backend. So in your Mern projects you would need some features like I have to send this mail to all the users, to all the selected users or something like that. So this feature is going to help you in that. So today we are going to learn to integrate mailing service into Node.js and Expressjs using the Gmail SMTP service. So the first thing is to set up the email for you to send mails, right, from your company mail or something like that. So first have your Gmail account, then go to this security tab in the manager Google account settings, and then come down to we need to go to the two-step verification. And yeah, here it is. And then what you need to do is come below and go to this app password sections, as you can see it here. So when I click in here, all you need to do is just add your app name here. So I'll just add like mailing service, hit on create, and it will create this. Now I need to save this new password. All right, I'm just gonna click on done, and then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna paste this password somewhere in my notepad. So I'm just gonna paste this here, and now let's open VS Code. So for now I will be creating a new directory. So let's just create one called as mailing kit. Then let's open this thing in VS Code. So let's go to cmd and then code dot. So now our VS Code is open. So now what we can do is in here, let's first set up our backend quickly. So what we are going to do is npm init -y. So now we have our package.json. Let's now install a few packages. So npm install, let's install node mailer, and then we will need .env, and then we will need express, and this should be good for now. You can see the packages are installed. Let's quickly set up an index.js file for our entry. So let's just come here and let's just say const express equals to require express. So we have this, and then const app equals to, let's just do express, and this will start our right. So after this, what we do, app.listen to the port 3000, and then we can say here we can add a log. Let's just say the server is up and running and it's safe, and let's just quickly test it. So node index.js, and you can see the server is up and running. So now to quickly integrate it, let's create a modular file so that we can use it later on. So I will name it like mail service .js, and within this mail service, the first thing we are going to need is node mailer. So we're going to say node mailer equals to require, and then we're just going to get that node mailer thing. And once we have this much, let's create a function. Let's say const send mail, and then we can give it something like an async. It's an async await function. So let's just directly export it. So module dot exports dot send mail. This way we can directly import it anywhere. So async, it takes a few things like user email. It takes a user email, and then we will also send them like let's say the email subject. We'll send it the email subject, and then the email body as well. These are the three things it will take in as parameters, and then we create a JavaScript arrow function. And in here, first we will use a try catch block, like just by chance if there are any errors. So we'll just do console dot error, and here we'll say error dot message. This should be fine. In this try catch block, in the try block, what we need to do is we need to create something called as a transporter. So let's just quickly create it. Transporter is equals to, so now this is a function from the node mailer itself. So we'll do node mailer dot create transport. Now within this, what we are going to do is we need to give us something called a service. Now this will be the service we are using is going to be Gmail, and then the service we are using is Gmail, and then the host will be smtp.gmail.com, as we are using Gmail, and then we will give a port number. So I am going to use the port to be 465, and then let's make it secure. So we just add true in here, and then we pass in the auth, our credentials which we got from the initial setup. So here we need two things. One is going to be the user. So the user will be the email ID which we are using. So I'll just say process.env dot and then auth email. We can add these via the .env file, and then we will have the pass, the user pass, which will be something like process.env dot auth pass. Now what we need to do is create a .env file. So in here I will create a .env. Now in here we'll add this auth email and then the auth pass. In the auth pass we are just going to paste this key which we copied from the settings, Gmail settings, and in the auth email we are just going to add in this mail for which this auth pass belongs to. So we're just going to do this, and it should be fine. So now what we need to do is we just need to say import the .env. So const.env equals to require, and then .env we can do, and then we just need to set up its configuration. So .env.config. So it should be fine now. After this we have done most of the part. Now the only thing we need to do is create something called as mail options and then send that mail. So now the transporter is ready for us. Now what we need to do is we need to create something called as mail options. Like this is going to contain all the details about the mailing process. So it will be from, so the from will contain this auth email. So because it is from us, so we'll pass in this auth email, and then 2 will contain this user email which we are passing to this function. So user email, and then we will have a subject, and this subject will be the email subject which we will pass, and then we will have the text. So here we can have text if we only have a simple text, like just some random text, or you can also add HTML here if you have something to send in an HTML, right? So let's just do text for now. So in here we'll say email body, and then once the mail options are done, what we can do is we can just simply say transporter dot send mail, and in this we are going to pass in the mail options, and then we can have a callback function, and we will just return a response dot send. We will just log something for now, log email sent, email successfully sent. That's it. Now the function is ready. Now what we are going to do is in this index.js, let's create a route. So app.post, let's create a post request, and then the route will be send mail, and then this will have an async function, just add request comma response, and in here what we are going to do is we are going to get few things. So const, we are going to get this user email, email subject, and email body. User email, email subject, and email body from request dot body. Right, once we have these, what we are going to do is we are going to import the send mail function. So we'll just send mail, it's auto imported over here, and to this send mail we'll pass in the user email, and then the email subject, and then the email body. Now let's just simply test this service, and then let's just say response dot send. I'm not doing any error handling right now, so I'm just going to send some simple response. So let's just say message email sent, that is it. And now let's just test this on Postman. So what I'm going to do is restart my server with the updated code. So let's just do this, and yeah, the server is up and running. And once it's done, let's open Postman and display the base URL, and we are sending a post request to send mail, right? And then what we're going to do is let's pass in some body, and let's remove this, and in the body we are passing in the user email, and then we will be passing in the email subject, and then we will be passing in the email body. Right, the user email I will give one of my own names, so done. In the email subject, test email from the mailing service, and then email body, hello, how are you? That's it. I will click on send, and I am getting an error, destructured property. Alright, so we need to use something called as express.json. So app.use, we're going to say express.json. Now let's rewrite. Okay, getting some error. It's not user, it's use. So clear and run it again. Fine, and let's try resending, and we see the email sent. Now let's check our email. Our email, here it is, test email from the mailing service. You can see the sender, hello, how are you? Now I'm not able to show you my inbox, so that's why I have directly opened up this email to show you. So that is the reason. So yeah, we'll try sending an HTML response. So if we go to VS Code, come to mail service, and here instead of text, if we say HTML, and let's come back here, and in here let's create some basic HTML. Okay, let's ask ChatGPT to generate something. So generate a basic HTML hello page with internal styling. So the thing here is we need to use the body element. We don't pass in the entire HTML. Okay, so what we need to do here is we need to pass in styling differently. So differently here means we need to send only the from the body element, not the entire thing. So I want use internal inline CSS, so we can just say that inline CSS. So here we have it. So we just need this much, copy this much text, and then come back to Postman, and in here let's paste this. We can't directly paste this HTML like this because it will not allow it. So what I will do is I will remove this from here, keep it as it was previously, just like this, and I will just not use it for now. Alright, so what we are going to do is come to VS Code here, HTML. I will fix it for now, so let's just do this much, and it's hard coded for now, so just for testing this is. So what we are going to do is again try sending. Now this will be the test email 3, so hit on send. Okay, the issue is we have not like rerun the server, so if we rerun it and make the request, this will be test email 4 and send. Now this email body should not be sent, a new email should be sent, and you see, hello world, welcome to your first style HTML page. This is what is written. So this way you can create and send emails to your users, everyone. You can just like put this function, call this function for all the emails you have in your list or in your database, something like that, just so that you can use it to send emails to your users and customers, etc. So that is all for this episode. If you have any kinds of queries, please drop them in the comments, and thank you for watching.